Let's travel back in time to a world as man has never seen it. Imagine a planet shrouded in thick, humid air where endless jungles stretch beneath an alien sun. Here, giant ferns rise to the sky like trees, and above them, creatures with enormous leathery wings soar. This is prehistory, a time of incredible wonders and monsters that forever changed the face of the Earth. Today, we'll delve into this lost time to trace the path of dinosaurs, see how their images live on in our art and cinema, and experience the greatest discoveries of paleontologists. Scientists continue to piece together the history of these ancient giants, and each new discovery is another page in the fascinating chronicle. Prepare to travel back hundreds of millions of years to witness with your own eyes the story of life that arose long before us. The Age of Dinosaurs, which scientists call the Mesozoic Era, was an incredibly long stretch of time. It began approximately 253 million years ago and ended approximately 66 million years ago. During these endless millennia, our planet looked completely different. Imagine a world without the polar ice caps we're accustomed to. The climate was hot and humid, a veritable global greenhouse that gave rise to lush vegetation. Lush forests and giant swamps, overgrown with ancient ferns, cycads, and conifers, covered the continents, and sea levels were significantly higher. As a result, vast tracts of land were flooded, creating vast, warm, shallow seas. These inland oceans were a veritable cauldron of life, seething and teeming with a wide variety of creatures. They were home to giant ammonites with their coiled shells, ancient shark species, and, of course, majestic marine reptiles like plesiosaurs, patrolling the warm waters. On land, ecosystems of astonishing diversity flourished. They were home to countless dinosaurs, from colossal sauropods, their heads lost in the tree canopies, to swift and deadly theropods, whose descendants would one day take to the skies as birds. The atmosphere of that time was saturated with moisture and carbon dioxide, creating ideal conditions for plant growth. In turn, this lush flora produced vast amounts of oxygen, which allowed these giant animals to breathe and reach their incredible sizes. Land and sea were intimately connected, creating a complex web of life with astonishing biodiversity. And at the center of this web were dinosaurs. They occupied virtually every ecological niche, becoming the absolute masters of the planet. But, as we know, this amazing world could not exist forever. At the very end of the Mesozoic Era, a catastrophe of planetary proportions struck. Most likely, it was the impact of a giant asteroid, which unleashed a fiery inferno on Earth and forever changed the rules of the game. Once green and lush landscapes turned into scorched deserts, bringing an end to a great era. The dinosaurs, who had ruled the world for millions of years, disappeared, leaving behind only the silent fossils that we today extract from the depths of the Earth. This chapter in the history of our planet is a striking example of how inextricably linked climate, habitat, and life itself are. The history of the continents is a story of perpetual motion, a slow but inexorable dance of gigantic slabs of the Earth's crust. This dance was especially dramatic during the era that gave birth to the dinosaurs. Hundreds of millions of years ago, the continents we know today didn't exist. Instead, almost all land was gathered into a single colossal supercontinent, which scientists call Pangea. It formed approximately 300 million years ago, before the first dinosaurs appeared. It was in the vastness of Pangea that life began its great experiment, giving birth to ever-new forms. But with the onset of the Age of Dinosaurs, this gigantic landmass began to crack at the seams. Beneath it, the powerful forces of plate tectonics, a process in which the Earth's outer shell, composed of enormous plates, slowly drifts over the molten mantle, were at work. As these plates shifted, Pangea began to split apart. This process didn't just change the map of the world, it dramatically affected the climate, ocean currents, and the conditions for all life. At this time, the giant supercontinent Pangea began its great rift, leading to the emergence of new continents and oceans. In these constantly changing conditions, dinosaurs proved remarkably adaptable. They were able to thrive in a wide variety of habitats, from dense tropical forests to arid deserts. This vast array of available ecological niches provided the perfect breeding ground for an evolutionary explosion that gave rise to thousands of dinosaur species. Another crucial factor was genetic mutations and natural selection. As dinosaur populations spread across the planet and became isolated, random changes occurred in their DNA. Some of these changes provided an advantage in the struggle for survival. For example, some dinosaurs began to increase in size to become invulnerable to predators. Others, conversely, emphasized speed and agility to hunt or escape more effectively. This ruthless process of natural selection, where the strongest and fittest survived, honed the unique traits of each species, creating the astonishing diversity we associate with the Age of Dinosaurs. Moreover, we mustn't forget the event that cleared the stage for their emergence. The mass extinction at the end of the Permian period, known as the Great Dying, was the most devastating catastrophe in the history of life on Earth. It wiped out the vast majority of living species and created an evolutionary vacuum. In this devastated world, reptiles had a unique opportunity. Deprived of competition, they rapidly began to occupy the vacated niches, gradually evolving into the fearsome and powerful creatures we know as dinosaurs. Millions of years of evolution transformed them into the perfect survival machines. The eternal arms race between predators and their prey pushed both sides to develop ever more sophisticated adaptations. Predators sharpened their claws and teeth and developed complex hunting tactics. Herbivores, in turn, donned bony armor, grew spikes and horns, or simply became so enormous that no predator dared attack them. All these evolutionary factors not only gave rise to an incredible diversity of species, but also created complex and unique ecosystems where dinosaurs reigned supreme. The Mesozoic Era was a time when the intricate and deadly dance of dinosaurs ruled the planet, a dance of survival that shaped their great era. Let's step into a modern laboratory where a true miracle is taking place, the resurrection of the ancient world. How could these incredible creatures once roam our planet? Today, the answer to this question lies not only with the hammer and brush of a paleontologist, but also with the power of computer technology. A stunning spectacle unfolds before our eyes. Virtual skeletons are being fleshed out on a monitor screen. Complex 3D models are being created that reveal with incredible precision the location of every muscle, the texture of the skin, and even the probable coloration of these prehistoric giants. This was made possible thanks to advanced software capable of simulating the physical properties of living tissue. Like digital sculptors, scientists are reconstructing, layer by layer, the muscle and fat structures that once surrounded fossilized bones. And this isn't just an artistic conjecture. Each bone contains clues, the attachment points of muscles and tendons. These marks on fossils play a crucial role in understanding how the dinosaur moved, hunted, and behaved in its habitat. And then, the magic of animation begins. Created using digital modeling, these virtual giants come to life. We see whether a dinosaur was a swift runner, capable of catching any prey, or a fearsome, lumbering predator, relying on brute force. This adds entirely new, astonishing levels of depth to our knowledge of these ancient creatures. Furthermore, digital technology also aids in artistic reconstruction, allowing us to literally peer into the past and see what these rulers of the Earth looked like. By combining the meager fossil record with knowledge of modern relatives, paleontologists can accurately imagine the colors and patterns that adorned dinosaur skin. This has given rise to a wave of stunningly realistic interpretations that not only excite our imagination, but also spark a widespread interest in paleontology. With massive databases of genetic sequences of modern species, researchers can compare them with ancient samples. This expands our understanding of evolutionary adaptations and survival traits. This comparative approach not only paints a rich and detailed picture of ancient ecosystems, but also helps address modern challenges, particularly in the fight to preserve biodiversity. DNA analysis is becoming a powerful tool that bridges the gap between the distant past and the present, deepening our understanding of the very essence of life on Earth. Despite all our impressive advances in studying dinosaurs, many key questions about their biology and behavior remain profound mysteries. One of the main conundrums, which still divides scientists, concerns their metabolism. Was their blood hot, like that of modern birds and mammals, allowing them to maintain a high level of activity? Or were they cold-blooded, like modern reptiles, and entirely dependent on the warmth of their environment? This question remains the subject of fierce debate, as the answer could radically change everything we know about their growth rates, lifestyle, and even their role in Mesozoic ecosystems. Another exciting area of research is their social behavior. Were they solitary titans, or did they live in complex social groups reminiscent of modern herds or packs? The fossil record offers some clues. For example, trackways left by entire groups of dinosaurs clearly indicate social interactions. But what were these interactions like? Did they practice cooperative care of their young? Did they have a strict hierarchy like a wolf pack? All of this remains a matter of conjecture. Understanding their social lives could shed light on how they communicated, what survival strategies they employed, and how they achieved reproductive success. Did dinosaurs use sounds, complex body language, or bright coloration to communicate with each other? Every new discovery in this area has the potential to completely revolutionize our understanding of their daily lives. And finally, the final act of this grand drama is their extinction. This is another layer of unsolved mysteries. Although the most popular theory blames a giant asteroid impact, it remains unclear what role other factors played in this tragedy. Catastrophic climate change, emerging diseases, or competition with other species. Unraveling this mystery is important not only for understanding the world of dinosaurs, but also for us, as it could provide invaluable lessons about the fragility of biodiversity on our own planet. As we delve deeper into the world of dinosaurs, we discover that our understanding of them is constantly evolving. Every new discovery, every new technology forces us to reconsider established views. Think back to old illustrations and films. Dinosaurs were often depicted as clumsy, slow, scaly, grey-green giants that dominated the world solely due to their colossal size. This new social dynamic deepens our understanding of their role in prehistoric ecosystems. They were not simply solitary giants, but part of a vibrant, dynamic, and interconnected web of life. With each new discovery, especially in regions of the planet that remain little explored, we can expect new shocks that will upend established theories. Each discovery advances our understanding of the biology and behavior of these majestic creatures, revealing their true legacy. The rich, complex, and astonishing tapestry of life woven by dinosaurs that so captivates our imagination. It's not just their size that captivates the imagination, but also the mysteries surrounding their lives. Ancient reptiles offer exciting opportunities to explore an intriguing concept that feathered dinosaurs may have exhibited complex social behavior, much like modern birds. We now know that many theropods, theropoda, the group of predatory dinosaurs most closely related to birds, were covered in feathers. This prompts scientists to ask, how did they use this plumage? Could it have served to intimidate rivals, attract mates during mating displays, provide insulation, or even facilitate complex communication within a herd? Such studies could fundamentally change our understanding of the social dynamics and behavior of these fascinating animals. Let's travel back in time to a world that disappeared millions of years ago and ask one of the most intriguing questions. How did ancient giants cope with an ever-changing planet? The idea that some dinosaurs not only survived, but developed amazing adaptations to new conditions is captivating paleontologists today. Imagine scientists studying fossilized remains like detectives. Every bone fragment, every tooth imprint can tell a story. By analyzing the contents of ancient stomachs or the chemical composition of bones, they can reconstruct a dinosaur's diet. This, in turn, paints a vivid picture of how individual species adapted to extreme climate shifts as forests turned to deserts and seas retreated. It's quite possible that during certain eras, certain groups of dinosaurs truly thrived. They may have possessed unique behavioral traits or physical advantages that gave them the key to survival in this chaotic, ever-changing world. By studying their successes and failures, we don't simply peer into the past. We gain invaluable lessons about how life on Earth, including modern species, might respond to global climate change today. What about the intelligence of these creatures? Were they simply mindless killing machines and plant-eating machines, or was there something more lurking within their heads? This is where science comes in, offering us a glimpse inside the dinosaur skull. There's a metric called the encephalization quotient, a simple ratio of brain size to body mass. This quotient can serve as a crude but still significant indicator of cognitive ability. Paleontologists are increasingly asking, could some predators, like dromaeosaurs, have used complex tactics for driven hunts? Could enormous sauropods have had a complex social structure to protect their young? By comparing fossil remains with the behavior of modern animals, scientists are constructing exciting hypotheses about the relative intelligence of different dinosaur lineages. This opens up entirely new horizons in understanding their survival strategies. But no creature lives in a vacuum. It's crucial to understand how dinosaurs were woven into the fabric of their ecosystem during the Mesozoic Era. Today, scientists agree that their role was far more complex and multifaceted than we could have imagined. This wasn't just an arena where giants battled each other, it was a complex web of life. By studying how dinosaurs interacted with the plants they ate, the insects that lived on their skin, and the other animals that shared their world, we gain unique insight into prehistoric ecosystems. This complex web of life, in which every species played a role, helps us understand why its disruption during the mass extinction was so catastrophic, and how this very catastrophe cleared the way for the incredible biodiversity we witness today. Many dinosaur species thrived in arid, almost desert-like conditions or in temperate regions more similar to modern savannas. Here's another fact that Hollywood often overlooks. Paleontologists have discovered irrefutable evidence that many dinosaurs, especially raptors, had feathers. This astonishing aspect of their evolution highlights the much closer relationship between these prehistoric giants and modern birds than we once imagined. Paleontology never stands still. New fossil discoveries, advanced scanning technologies, and even the study of modern reptiles and birds are revealing ever more secrets of the past. Today, we understand that many dinosaurs likely led complex social lives, interacted with one another, and perhaps even had vibrant, colorful coats. This completely shatters the old image of solitary, gray, and lumbering monsters. And while the entertainment industry often creatively reimagines these discoveries, it's important to remember that behind every vivid image lies real science. These films, while not always accurate, become a bridge that leads viewers to real paleontology. They spark curiosity and inspire a deeper dive into history, fueling new discoveries that push the boundaries of our understanding of Earth's past. Over the past 2 centuries, our view of dinosaurs in art has undergone a dramatic transformation, reflecting not only scientific progress, but also cultural shifts. Modern images show velociraptors hunting in coordinated packs or carrying Maiasaura, caring for their young. This creates a sense of authenticity and challenges the old notion of them as solitary, slow-moving giants. Contemporary artists and filmmakers create entire narratives that reveal not only a dinosaur's appearance, but also its place in a complex ecosystem and its relationships with other species. Whether in films, museums, or books, today's depictions highlight the incredible diversity and complexity of life during the Mesozoic Era. This evolution in art not only captures our imagination, but also gives us a deeper understanding of these amazing creatures within the grand context of Earth's history. Media content creators bear a huge responsibility for how they depict dinosaurs and prehistoric life. After all, public perception of these ancient creatures is largely shaped by what we see on screen. Whether it's documentaries, Hollywood blockbusters, or educational programs, creators must prioritize scientific accuracy and authenticity. It's crucial that they collaborate closely with paleontologists and other experts. Only in this way can they ensure that dinosaur appearance, habits, and habitats are based on the latest scientific data. Distorting facts, even for the sake of entertainment, can create and perpetuate misconceptions and myths in the public consciousness. Therefore, true mastery lies in finding a balance between entertainment value and educational value. Furthermore, when recreating prehistoric life, it's crucial to remember its immense history and evolution. Dinosaurs dominated the Earth for an incredibly long time, and during this time, their anatomy and behavior underwent significant changes. Content creators have a unique opportunity to showcase this astonishing diversity by presenting dinosaurs not as icons frozen in time, but as dynamic organisms constantly adapting to a changing world. By highlighting fossil evidence and the scientific methods used to interpret it, viewers can gain a deeper understanding of how paleontology works. And perhaps most importantly, there's the responsibility to spark an interest in science in audiences, especially young people. A realistic and captivating depiction of dinosaurs can spark curiosity about biology, evolutionary theory, and the Earth's geological history. It can inspire a whole generation of future scientists, explorers, and thinkers. Ultimately, cultivating a society that values scientific knowledge, inquiry, and critical thinking is one of the most noble goals educational content can achieve. Let's step back for a moment from the roar and rumble of the prehistoric world. What are these stories really about? Dinosaurs aren't just monsters from Hollywood blockbusters, they were living creatures, integral to the grand and incredibly complex history of life on our planet. Interestingly, islands often had fewer species, meaning competition for resources was less fierce. This allowed local populations to develop along unique paths. Sometimes, islands served as safe havens, protecting their inhabitants from the giant predators that terrorized the mainland. But the opposite was also true. Without large predators, some herbivores, such as the famous Tyrannosaurs, could reach incredible sizes, becoming truly gigantic. Islands were natural evolutionary testing grounds where dinosaurs demonstrated marvels of adaptability. The study of fossilized tracks reveals another fascinating chapter in the lives of dinosaurs, their great migrations. Paleontologists are finding increasing evidence that many of these ancient creatures were tireless travelers, covering vast distances in search of food, water, or a more favorable climate. Their travels were likely linked to seasonal changes, much like what we see today in migratory birds or wandering herds of antelope. Imagine ancient trails worn by millions of feet over millennia. Fossilized trackways found in certain regions clearly indicate that entire herds of dinosaurs moved along the same routes year after year. This suggests complex social behavior and remarkable instinctive coordination within the herd. For example, giant herbivorous dinosaurs migrated following the rainy season. They moved from arid regions to where heavy rains triggered rapid vegetation growth, providing them with abundant food. But migration wasn't just a pursuit of food. In a world where deadly predators lurked at every turn, traveling in a large group was the best survival strategy. Traveling in herds of thousands, dinosaurs could defend themselves more effectively against attack. The chances of an individual becoming prey were dramatically reduced. Hundreds of eyes and ears were constantly alert, ready to spot any threat. This social structure greatly increased the chances of survival. Migration was a vital strategy that allowed dinosaurs to thrive in a world full of dangers. These studies prove that dinosaurs were not simply clumsy reptiles, but dynamic, intelligent, and complex creatures that masterfully adapted to the challenges of their time. The secret to the success of these giants of a bygone era lies in their skeleton. The skeletal structure of dinosaurs was a true marvel of natural engineering. Unlike modern reptiles, their bones possessed unique adaptations that allowed them to reach gigantic sizes and pursue a wide variety of lifestyles. For example, the bones of many dinosaurs, especially carnivores, were hollow. This made the skeleton significantly lighter, but thanks to special internal bridges, it retained its strength. We see a very similar structure in birds today, and it's a brilliant evolutionary strategy that allowed ancient reptiles to become larger, faster, and stronger. This wasn't just a frame, but a dynamic system that allowed dinosaurs to run at incredible speeds, make powerful leaps, and even confidently navigate through water. Before us unfolds a demonstration of their amazing ability to adapt to any environment, from dense jungles to endless plains. But the skeletal structure of these creatures was much more than just a matter of size and mass. These were incredibly complex and finely tuned biological machines that greatly enhanced their natural capabilities. Agility, prodigious strength, and ultimately survival skills themselves, all of it was ingrained in their bones. How did evolution create such magnificent animals? The agility and power of dinosaurs is a stunning example of the interplay of form and function. This example vividly illustrates how the blind yet ingenious process of evolution honed these creatures, giving them everything they needed not just to survive, but to thrive in an ever-changing, brutal world. Their time on Earth is long gone, but their story, frozen in stone, continues to inspire us, and with each new discovery, we learn more about them. Now let's take a look under the skin of these giants. The internal systems of dinosaurs, especially their cardiovascular and respiratory systems, evoke particular awe in scientists. It was these internal mechanisms that had a colossal impact on the entire lifestyle of these majestic creatures of the Mesozoic. Numerous studies, like decades of detective work, show us that dinosaurs had an incredibly efficient circulatory system. Given their gigantic, sometimes colossal size, their hearts likely resembled not the primitive hearts of modern reptiles, but the powerful, sophisticated pumps of their direct descendants, birds. Imagine, inside the ribcage of a Tyrannosaurus rex, a four-chambered heartbeat, perfectly separating oxygen-rich blood from blood that had already released its life-giving gas to the tissues. This system ensured the most efficient delivery of oxygen throughout their vast bodies, nourishing every muscle and every organ. But when it comes to the respiratory system, we encounter something truly unique. Research reveals an adaptation that may have been even more advanced than our own. Fossilized remains and impressions of internal organs confirm the presence of a complex system of air sacs, a feature we see in birds today. These sacs functioned like a blacksmith's bellows, ensuring a continuous, unidirectional flow of air through the lungs. This allowed for the maximum amount of oxygen to be extracted from each breath. It was this incredibly efficient system that could meet the energy demands of dinosaurs' massive bodies and maintain the astonishingly high metabolic rates necessary for their active lives. Yes, this is how they achieved their incredible endurance. The Age of Dinosaurs is often considered one of the most monumental and dramatic chapters in the annals of life on our planet. Let's travel back in time, 250 million years ago, to the very beginning of the Mesozoic Era. The world at that moment was a parched desert after a cataclysm. A massive mass extinction occurred, literally sterilizing the Earth, wiping out the vast majority of living species. This apocalyptic event created an entirely new landscape, clearing the stage for the emergence of new players. Ecological niches left empty awaited their masters. Global climate shifts and the violent geological activity that rocked the planet became the crucible in which new life forms were forged. It was under these conditions that the rapid rise of reptiles began. They became key players, paving the way for the rise of those who would soon become the undisputed masters of the world, the dinosaurs. As the chaos subsided and the environment began to stabilize, a dominant group of reptiles known as archosaurs came to the fore. These were the direct ancestors of dinosaurs. around 240 million years ago, they demonstrated an incredible diversity of adaptations that allowed them to thrive. And then, finally, the first true dinosaurs appeared. Imagine not giants, but small, agile, bipedal creatures. From these humble beginnings, they evolved into a stunning diversity of forms. Among these pioneers, species such as Herrerasaurus stand out. Both possessed unique traits that would later become fundamental to their more massive descendants. Dinosaurs were distinguished from the very beginning by one revolutionary feature: the astonishing ability to stand on straight legs, directly beneath the body. This gave them incredible agility and endurance. This adaptation allowed dinosaurs to move freely and quickly across vast territories in search of food and resources. They soon became the dominant land animals, evolving into a wide variety of forms, from fast and deadly predators to colossal herbivorous giants. Some of them, the sauropods, reached lengths of over 30 meters by the early Jurassic. 150 million years ago, dinosaurs finally established themselves as the dominant vertebrate species on the planet. Their phenomenal success can be attributed to a number of factors: innovative anatomical solutions, a variety of feeding strategies, and a remarkable ability to adapt to constantly changing conditions. During this period, when the world was in a state of constant change, dinosaurs reached the peak of their development, surviving for millions of years. Their influence on the evolution of life on our planet continues to this day. Dinosaurs were a unique group of reptiles that appeared around 230 million years ago, at the end of the Triassic period. Their most distinctive feature was the unique structure of their pelvic bones, which allowed them to stand upright. Furthermore, mounting evidence suggests that many dinosaurs were warm-blooded, or at least had a metabolism more similar to that of modern birds and mammals. Unlike most of their reptilian relatives, who were typically cold-blooded and reliant on external heat, dinosaurs possessed a unique metabolic advantage. This internal drive likely allowed them to be much more active, resilient, and adaptable to a variety of climates, which contributed to their thriving. While other reptiles struggled to survive, this unique combination of characteristics made dinosaurs some of the most successful animals in Earth's history. Dinosaurs have long captivated our imaginations with their enormous size and unique features, making them one of the most fascinating groups of animals to ever roam our planet. Dinosaurs are classified based on their physical features and evolutionary relationships. Over time, scientists have compiled a complex map of their lineage, dividing dinosaurs into two main groups. The first is the Saurischia, which includes predatory theropods and giant sauropodomorphs. Theropods are perhaps the most well-known dinosaurs. Among the vast diversity of dinosaurs, they are distinguished by their bird-like limbs. This group includes the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex and the agile Velociraptor. Predators distinguished by hollow bones and three-toed feet. Surprisingly, theropods are the direct ancestors of modern birds, demonstrating a close relationship between the mighty dinosaurs of the past and the feathered creatures we see today. On the other hand, we can meet massive herbivorous dinosaurs, such as Brachiosaurus with its incredibly long neck, and the gigantic Argentinosaurus, known for its colossal size. These dinosaurs possessed long necks that allowed them, like living cranes, to reach the highest foliage. Their impressive stature and likely calm demeanor evoke awe as we imagine these living mountains moving across ancient landscapes in search of food. The second group, the Ornithischia, which translates as bird pelvis, included a diverse group of dinosaurs such as Stegosaurus, with its famous dorsal plates, and the horned Triceratops. Despite their enormous differences in size and shape, they all shared several common features. One such anatomical feature was their unique bird-like pelvis, although, ironically, the direct ancestors of birds were not they, but Saurischian theropods. This only underscores their high adaptability and important ecological role in their environment. Paleontologists continue to explore this complex tree of life to uncover not only the diversity of dinosaurs, but also the secrets of their evolution. This fascinating journey underscores our ongoing quest to understand these ancient giants that once reigned supreme on Earth. Theropods, a group known for their upright posture, represent a fascinating example of evolutionary adaptation. One of the most remarkable features of their skeletons was their hollow bones. This ingenious design not only made them lighter and more agile, but also paved the way for the development of flight in their descendants. These adaptations indicate a powerful evolutionary push toward a predatory lifestyle, which allowed them to hunt effectively and thrive in a wide variety of environments. In addition to their lightweight skeletons, theropods were distinguished by three-fingered hands armed with strong claws. These creatures possessed an incredible grip, allowing them to seize prey with a death grip. Their teeth also varied greatly. Some species had sharp, serrated edges, like saw blades, ideal for tearing flesh. Others had flat, grinding surfaces, more suited to a plant-based diet. This diversity demonstrates the different evolutionary paths theropods took, ranging from fierce predators to scavengers, and even those who switched entirely to a plant-based diet. Another intriguing aspect is their feathers. While many of us associate feathers exclusively with birds, numerous fossils show that many theropods, such as Velociraptor and even the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, had feather-like structures. This adaptation likely initially arose for heat conservation or display to conspecifics, and only later evolved into a tool for flight. This surprising connection between theropods and modern birds has completely changed our understanding of evolution. We now know that traits once thought unique to birds were in fact also shared with their mighty dinosaur ancestors. Theropods, or carnivorous dinosaurs, ranged in incredible size. From the small and agile Compsognathus, which could easily fit in the palm of your hand, to the enormous Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, one of the largest predatory dinosaurs to ever exist. This diversity highlights their extraordinary ability to adapt and thrive in a wide variety of ecological niches. It is this adaptability that makes theropods and their evolutionary descendants, the birds, so fascinating to scientists and dinosaur enthusiasts. Now let's imagine another, no less astonishing figure in the history of life on Earth: the sauropods. These colossal creatures could reach over 30 meters in length. These astonishing giants possessed numerous unique features that allowed them to efficiently feed on plant matter and support their incredible weight. Their massive bodies were crowned with long necks, which enabled them not only to browse leaves on the ground, but also to climb high into trees to obtain food inaccessible to smaller animals. For these bipedal dinosaurs, their very body structure played a crucial role. Their enormous size gave them a weight advantage in energy storage and, of course, served as excellent protection from predators. To support their enormous bodies, these colossi required colossal amounts of energy, and they obtained it from a rather meager source: tough, fibrous vegetation. The secret to their success lay in their digestive system, which was a veritable living bioreactor. Their enormous stomachs could hold tons of green matter, allowing it to slowly ferment and break down, extracting every bit of nutrition. But that wasn't enough. To grind up the coarse leaves and stems, sauropods resorted to a trick. They swallowed stones known to science as gastroliths. These natural millstones churned in their stomachs, grinding their food to perfection. It was a brilliant evolutionary solution that allowed them to thrive on a diet that would be lethal to many others. The structure of their skeleton is another mystery of nature that has been solved. Imagine a creature the size of a multi-story building. How could it even move? The answer lay in their hollow yet strong bones. This engineering marvel reduced overall body mass without sacrificing strength. The skeleton was perfectly designed to distribute the incredible weight, allowing these giants to move with unexpected grace. Their legs resembled mighty columns, like those of modern elephants, and were built to support tens of tons of living weight without succumbing to the pressure. Finally, the survival of these giants was determined not only by their anatomy, but also by their behavior. They were social animals. Its bite force is considered among the most devastating of any land creature in the history of the planet. But strength wasn't its only asset. Its enormous nasal cavities suggest that T-Rex possessed a phenomenal sense of smell. It could detect the scent of carrion or live prey from miles away, making it not only an active hunter, but also a formidable scavenger. Its tiny but muscular forelimbs may have served as brutal hooks to hold its dying prey. And its powerful hind limbs, despite their enormous weight, allowed it to make swift sprints over short distances, catching its prey at the crucial moment. With its deadly combination of strength, size, and honed senses, Tyrannosaurus rex was the undisputed king of its time. However, its role was far deeper than simply instilling terror. Hunting giant herbivores, it acted as the ecosystem's supreme regulator, controlling their populations and maintaining the delicate balance of nature. Although this great tyrant is long gone, its image lives on, captivating the imagination of scientists and all who dare to peer into the brutal and beautiful world of prehistoric Earth. Now, let's travel even further back in time, to the late Jurassic period. Here, long before the appearance of T-Rex, one of the most bizarre creatures in the history of the planet roamed the Earth, Stegosaurus. This herbivorous giant was unmistakable. Its silhouette, adorned with a row of enormous bony plates along its back and crowned with a deadly tail, was a signature feature of the prehistoric landscape. Feeding on low-growing vegetation, such as ferns and cycads, it played a vital role in shaping the forest communities of its era. Its unique bony plates, reaching over half a meter in height, continued to spark heated debate in the scientific community. What was it? A complex cooling system, allowing it to shed excess heat under the scorching Jurassic sun, like radiators, or perhaps a striking display to attract mates and intimidate rivals in mating matches, or perhaps both. But if the plates on its back were a mystery, the Stegosaurus's tail left no doubt about its purpose. It ended in a deadly club, studded with 4 dagger-sharp spikes. This powerful defensive mechanism was the slow-moving herbivore's only response to predators. A single well-aimed blow from such a tail could inflict terrible wounds on even the largest carnivorous dinosaur. The very presence of such a formidable weapon suggests that the world Stegosaurus inhabited was filled with deadly dangers. It was a world where herbivores and predators were in a constant arms race, maintaining a fragile balance of life and death. Stegosaurus was more than just a bizarre animal. It was a vital element of its ecosystem. Its extraordinary anatomy, from its enigmatic plates to its deadly spikes, is a vivid illustration of the amazing tricks evolution is capable of in the endless struggle for survival. By studying it, we lift the veil of mystery on the complex relationships that governed life on our planet millions of years ago. Forget everything you've seen in the movies. The real Velociraptor wasn't a gigantic monster. It was a small, yet incredibly efficient and deadly predator, its body a perfect hunting tool. Reaching no more than 2 meters in length, it was a light and agile creature. Its long, slender legs were built for speed and maneuverability, allowing it to stalk agile prey or slip unnoticed through dense undergrowth. But its main weapon wasn't its size, but the terrifying sickle-shaped claw on the second toe of each hind foot. This claw, nearly 8 centimeters long, was normally raised up to avoid dulling its impact with the ground. But when attacking, it transformed into a surgical scalpel, capable of inflicting deep, fatal wounds. This suggests that velociraptors likely relied not on brute force, but on tactics of sudden ambushes and precise, accurate strikes. Effectively wielding such a weapon required impeccable balance and coordination, and nature provided the velociraptor with all the necessary skills. Its long, stiff tail acted as a perfect balancer, allowing it to make sharp turns at full speed without losing stability. Imagine a cheetah using its tail as a rudder. The same principle applies here. This anatomical feature made it an unrivaled master of stalking in difficult terrain, increasing its chances of catching prey or evading a larger predator. The entire anatomy of the Velociraptor screams of intelligence and cunning hunting. deadly claws and likely keen eyesight made it a nightmare for smaller animals. Its strategy relied on stealth, intelligence, and precision rather than overwhelming force. This unique physiology and hunting tactics make the Velociraptor one of the most intriguing and enigmatic predators ever to roam the Earth. And here we are, facing one of the most recognizable giants of the Cretaceous era, Triceratops, the living tank of the prehistoric world. This powerful herbivore, which appeared at the end of the dinosaur era, approximately 70 million years ago, looked like a true fighter. Its signature features were 3 enormous horns on its face and a massive bony frill that protected its vulnerable neck. These impressive features were not just decoration, but vital tools for survival. The primary purpose of this arsenal was obviously defense. When the apex predator of the time, Tyrannosaurus rex, appeared on the horizon, Triceratops had a counter. Its long, sharp horns were formidable weapons, capable of piercing an attacker's flesh and inflicting terrible injuries. It was a clash of spear and jaws, armor and brute force. The Triceratops's enormous size, combined with these natural weapons, made it incredibly difficult and dangerous prey. But protection is only one side of the coin. Many scientists believe this impressive headdress also served social purposes. The bright color of the frill could have been a signal to other animals, a way to attract a female during mating season, or to assert its status in the herd by warding off rivals. Thus, Triceratops was not just a walking fortress, but also a complex social animal, whose appearance played a key role in both battle and peacetime. Let's travel back in time and take a closer look at these giants. Their unique features were not just decoration, but also a sophisticated tool for communicating with their peers. Imagine the enormous bony frill of a Triceratops. It wasn't just armor, but a calling card of sorts, one that could communicate a great deal to other individuals. The vibrant coloring or impressive size of this frill could have signaled excellent health, immense strength, or the dinosaur's readiness to reproduce. Another, equally intriguing hypothesis suggests that this bony shield may have acted as a giant radiator. In the scorching heat of the Cretaceous, it could have deflected excess body heat, creating sheltering shade for the neck and head, thereby helping regulate the body's temperature. But the functions of the horns and frill didn't end there. Triceratops' behavior was likely far more complex than we can imagine. These attributes played a key role in mating rituals and, of course, in the fierce competition between males. Imagine 2 titans, 2 male Triceratops, clashing horns in a fierce yet ritualistic fight. This wasn't a kill, but a show of strength, a way to determine who was in charge. Such duels helped avoid fatal injuries, but they also clearly established hierarchy within the herd. Thus, what seems to us merely a whimsical decoration was in fact a vital tool for survival, communication, and maintaining social order in a world where a deadly predator could lurk behind every bush. Triceratops wasn't the only dinosaur whose appearance was striking. However, there were other predators that defied all our stereotypes. Unlike its famous contemporary, Tyrannosaurus, Rex, Spinosaurus, or Spinosaurus aegyptiacus looked like a creature from another world. Its skull was elongated and narrow, more like a crocodile's, and its jaws were studded with conical teeth, as if designed not for tearing flesh, but for holding slippery prey. This clearly indicates that fish was its main dish. Spinosaurus was the king of rivers and lakes. This amphibious predator didn't limit its hunting grounds to dry land. Its most striking feature was a huge sail-like crest that stretched along its entire back. This sail was formed by incredibly long vertebral processes, giving it the appearance of a mythical dragon. Scientists still debate its purpose. Perhaps, like the frill of Triceratops, it served for thermoregulation. Or perhaps it was a striking display to attract females. One thing is clear, this giant predator was perfectly at home in the water, patrolling ancient rivers and lakes in search of prey. Its unique position in the Cretaceous ecosystem allowed it to occupy a niche inaccessible to other large predators. Ecologically, Spinosaurus scavenger. It shared the same world with other dinosaurs, but its narrow specialization in aquatic prey minimized direct competition with purely land-based predators. This division of influence is a striking example of how complex and diverse prehistoric ecosystems were. It was a world where life flourished in the most incredible forms. The fossilized remains of this amazing creature were found in North Africa, which millions of years ago was not a desert, but a land of lush, humid forests laced with rivers. Each new discovery reveals new secrets of this river monster's adaptation, highlighting how diverse and brutal the struggle for survival was during the Age of Dinosaurs. For a long time, dinosaurs were portrayed as solitary, mindless monsters. But science advances, and today we know this is far from the truth. Fossils are more than just bones. They are a record of the ancient world, and they tell us that many dinosaur species had complex social structures. One of the most striking examples of this is so-called mass graves. Imagine a place like Dinosaur National Monument in the United States. There, paleontologists have discovered entire cemeteries of bones belonging to numerous different individuals of the same species. This irrefutable proof that dinosaurs lived in huge groups, possibly herds. Another window into their social life is fossilized footprints. Ancient trackways left millions of years ago reveal fascinating images. We see trails of tracks that show several dinosaurs moving together in the same direction. This could have been a seasonal migration, a shared hunt, or simply a herd traveling. Sometimes tracks of different species are found side by side, suggesting complex relationships within the prehistoric community. This behavior is very similar to what we see in modern animals, which gather in groups for protection from predators and to better find food. Moreover, fossil nests tell touching stories of parental care. These finds prove that some dinosaurs were devoted parents, creating complex social structures to protect their offspring. In places like the Gobi Desert in Mongolia, entire nesting colonies have been found, with hundreds of eggs lying side by side. This suggests that dinosaurs, like modern seabirds, may have nested communally. This strategy undoubtedly greatly increased the chances of survival for the young. Family ties, a close bond between parents and children, all of this could have been part of their lives. Research on dinosaurs, such as theropods from the troodontid family, known for their relatively large brains, is opening up entirely new horizons. There are indications that they may have had a complex communication system, including not only roars, but also a variety of vocalizations and even body language. These discoveries force us to completely reconsider the long-held notion of dinosaurs as solitary creatures. What emerges is a picture of a world inhabited by social animals whose relationships were no less complex than those of many modern species. Their lives were filled not only with hunting and survival, but also with mating rituals and caring for their offspring. Dinosaur mating displays could be incredibly spectacular and varied. Some species may have staged entire displays to win the favor of a mate. Imagine a male with a huge crest or bright plumage displaying his magnificence like a modern peacock. Physical attributes such as crests, horns, or bright coloring serve not to intimidate but to attract. Regarding raising offspring, paleontological findings paint a remarkably detailed picture. Fossilized nests have been discovered in many parts of the world, and they indicate that caring for young was widespread. For example, theropods, including the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, often arrange their eggs in a neat circle within their nests. This may indicate that adults carefully tended the clutch, protecting it and possibly keeping it warm until hatching, but the level of parental care varied. Some species were simply exemplary parents. Hadrosaurs, or duck-billed dinosaurs, were renowned for their communal parenting practices. Fossils show that these giants created entire kindergartens, where the young were cared for by the entire herd. This ensured the safety of the young during the most vulnerable early stages of life and suggests the presence of highly complex social structures within their communities. In contrast, other dinosaurs appear to have pursued a different strategy. Some predators likely employed a set-it-and-forget-it tactic, abandoning their eggs to their fate, showing little or no care after they were laid. This astonishing diversity in approaches to reproduction only underscores the complexity and multifaceted nature of the dinosaur world. Each fossil discovery is a new chapter in the book of their lives, helping us uncover the mysteries surrounding the behavior of these ancient rulers of the planet. Understanding how dinosaurs communicated is one of the most exciting areas of paleontology. We'll never be able to hear their voices, but by analyzing fossils and comparing them with modern animals, scientists can make astonishing predictions. Dinosaurs likely used a whole arsenal of tools, sound signals, visual displays, and even scents to communicate with one another. Imagine a world where communication took place not through words, but through scents, gestures, and sounds that carried for miles. Some dinosaurs, as studies of their skulls show, had incredibly developed olfactory regions in the brain. This suggests that scent played a colossal role in their daily lives. It was a complex chemical language that they used to find mates, mark territory, and perhaps warn each other of danger. Their communication was a veritable symphony of signals, thunderous roars, brightly colored crests, and frills for visual displays, and, of course, the invisible yet powerful language of scent. All this allowed them to transmit complex messages to each other in this wild, prehistoric world. So, how do we know what these giants ate millions of years ago? It's a true detective story, in which paleontologists act as investigators. They collect evidence using the most advanced methods of geology and chemistry. The main physical evidence is fossilized bones, teeth, and even coprolites, or fossilized dung. Each fragment can tell a fascinating story. The shape of a dinosaur's teeth is a clue to its diet. Look at the jaw of a predator. You'll see sharp, serrated blades designed for tearing flesh. Now, look at the teeth of a herbivore. Wide, flat millstones designed for grinding tough plant fibers. Thus, the anatomy of the jaws themselves unmistakably reveals the identity of their owner, a ruthless meat-eater, a peaceful vegetarian, or an omnivore who scorned nothing. Their behavior and physiology provide clues about how their prehistoric ancestors might have lived and fed. Putting all these pieces of the puzzle together, we get a stunningly vibrant and multifaceted picture of ancient life. During the Age of Dinosaurs, the plant world was a veritable smorgasbord, and herbivorous giants developed a stunning diversity of strategies to exploit it. During the Mesozoic Era, these amazing creatures developed unique adaptations that allowed them to feed on a wide variety of vegetation, from soft, succulent foliage to tough, thorny branches that would otherwise be considered inedible. This specialization was key to their evolutionary success. Take, for example, the giant sauropods with their incredibly long necks. These colossi, whose bodies were as massive as tanks, could reach the very tops of trees. They were living cranes, browsing foliage at heights inaccessible to most of their contemporaries. This strategy gave them a huge competitive advantage, allowing them to dominate dense forests, where they were the absolute masters of the upper canopies. Hadrosaurs, also known as duck-billed dinosaurs, used a completely different tactic. Their broad, flat beaks were ideal for ripping up low-growing vegetation, but their true weapon lay deeper in their mouths, a complex dental battery consisting of hundreds of teeth that worked as a single mechanism to grind even the toughest food. Others, however, were quite possibly cold-blooded, depending entirely on external heat sources, such as the sun. This directly influenced where they could live and how they organized their daily routine. Different types of skin pigmentation also played a significant role. These patterns and colors helped some species literally blend into their surroundings, providing them with reliable protection from predators. For others, on the contrary, they improved hunting strategies, making them invisible to prey. However, perhaps the most decisive factors in the dinosaurs' incredible adaptability were their diet and reproductive methods. Some species evolved unique teeth and jaws, seemingly designed specifically for crushing tough plant matter. This gave them a huge advantage during periods when succulent greenery was scarce. Their reproductive strategies were also astonishingly diverse. Some species laid hundreds of eggs in a single massive nest, playing a game of chance and increasing the chances of their offspring's survival in this harsh, ever-changing world. All these astonishing adaptations vividly highlight the incredible resilience and versatility of dinosaurs, making them one of the most triumphant groups of animals in the history of our planet. Let's delve into the world of prehistoric flora. The Mesozoic Era was an era of vibrant plant life, which played a key role in shaping life on Earth and directly influenced the evolution of dinosaurs. At that time, the planet was covered in a carpet of diverse vegetation, towering conifers, endless fields of ferns, bizarre cycads, and the first flowering plants. It was these ancient plants that formed the foundation of the ecosystems in which dinosaurs reigned, providing them not only with food, but also guiding their evolutionary development. Both herbivorous and carnivorous dinosaurs depended heavily on this verdant world. For example, giant sauropods thrived on the lush vegetation that covered vast territories. Their incredibly long necks were the perfect tool for reaching the very tops of trees and plucking succulent foliage inaccessible to others. In turn, these giant herbivores themselves exerted a powerful influence on plant evolution, forcing them to develop defense mechanisms. One of the most fascinating adaptations in the animal kingdom is the development of bipedality. This evolutionary step, particularly noticeable in theropods like the legendary Tyrannosaurus rex, completely freed their forelimbs. The paws could now be used for other tasks, developing specialized functions. This not only aided hunting in dense forests, but also provided incredible mobility in open spaces. Another striking adaptation we see in the dinosaur world is the development of complex crests and horns. Take, for example, hadrosaurs, commonly known as duck-billed dinosaurs. They developed elaborate headdresses, which scientists believe may have served multiple purposes. They may have served as colorful displays for courtship dances, attracting mates, or as resonators for amplifying vocalizations. Just imagine these massive creatures communicating with each other over vast distances by emitting trumpet-like sounds. The enormous variety of shapes and sizes of these cranial ornaments reflects the rich palette of evolutionary strategies used by dinosaurs. Some species took a different path, developing phenomenal defenses against predators. Take a look at the armored ankylosaurs, veritable living tanks. Their backs were covered in thick bony plates, and their tails ended in heavy maces, a perfect example of built-in defense mechanisms. This armor helped them withstand attacks from even the most ferocious predators. Just like the massive spikes on the Stegosaurus's tail, they were not only impressive to look at, but also a deadly weapon against any threat. And finally, feathers. They were once thought to be exclusively a feature of birds, but paleontological discoveries have turned that on its head. Fossils of numerous dinosaur species, such as the famous Velociraptor, have revealed that many of these creatures were likely covered in feathers. These feathers may have provided insulation, served for display, or even aided in gliding flight. This adaptation hints at the complex relationship between dinosaurs and their modern descendants, reminding us that the history of life on Earth is a continuous process of evolution. As these amazing adaptations evolved, they were closely interconnected, determining survival chances and influencing the development of entire ecosystems. For example, dinosaurs living in hot climates may have developed specialized skin structures to better dissipate heat, and some may have had lighter coloration to reflect the scorching sun. Conversely, smaller, more agile species may have had high metabolic rates, allowing them to maintain elevated body temperatures. This was key to their active lifestyles, especially in cooler regions. Moreover, scientific evidence suggests that some theropods, a group that includes such notables as Tyrannosaurus rex, shared many features with birds. This strongly suggests that they were likely warm-blooded. Warm-blooded animals regulate their body temperature through internal biological mechanisms. This allows them to remain active even in extreme temperature fluctuations. This ability not only provided adaptability to various climatic conditions, but also gave hunters like Velociraptor a significant advantage over cold-blooded prey. All of these strategies reflect the different evolutionary paths dinosaurs took to survive in their environments. And then came the day when their world ended. The impact of a giant asteroid would have caused a sharp drop in temperature, disrupting the global climate. The sky would have been covered in a thick blanket of dust, and sunlight would have simply stopped reaching the surface. One of the most notable events of that era was a massive volcanic eruption. What we know today as the Deccan Traps in India was, in those distant times, the epicenter of one of the largest volcanic cataclysms in Earth's history. These eruptions released unimaginable quantities of volcanic gases into the atmosphere, including sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide. The direct impact of these gases was catastrophic. Sulfur dioxide, combining with atmospheric moisture, contributed to the formation of acid rain. This rain could have caused colossal damage to plant life across the planet. Such a disruption at the base of the food chain would have been a death sentence for herbivorous dinosaurs, which in turn would have caused a ripple effect of extinction. This would have inevitably affected carnivorous species, which were entirely dependent on herbivores for food. Furthermore, the release of massive amounts of carbon dioxide likely led to significant climate change, including global warming, permanently altering habitats and entire ecosystems. As the eruptions continued, their long-term environmental impacts became increasingly irreversible. The consequences became increasingly obvious and could no longer be ignored. As a result of the devastating interaction of toxic acid rain, a rapidly changing climate beyond recognition, and, quite likely, the release of other toxic substances into the atmosphere, the world's ecosystems began to crack and collapse. Once dense and vibrant prehistoric forests were transformed into lifeless, hostile wastelands. This triggered a catastrophic chain reaction that led to a sharp decline in food diversity and availability for all living creatures, including giant dinosaurs. These devastating environmental changes only exacerbated the already colossal pressure on an environment already weakened by fluctuating sea levels and possibly previous comet or asteroid impacts. By the time the final curtain fell on the Cretaceous period, approximately 75% of all species on Earth, including the legendary dinosaurs, had vanished forever. Their great reign had come to a tragic end. The role of volcanic activity in these events remains a critical area of research to this day, helping scientists piece together the complex puzzle of one of the greatest extinctions in Earth's history. But there's another, equally compelling theory. It suggests that approximately 66 million years ago, our planet collided with a giant asteroid. This cosmic impact triggered a rapid and merciless extinction of all life, ending the history of the dinosaurs. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting this hypothesis is the discovery of a thin layer of clay, anomalously rich in iridium, in the planet's geological record. Iridium is a metal that is extremely rare on Earth's surface, but abundant in asteroids. This distinctive layer, known to scientists as the KT boundary, is found in numerous places around the world and serves as a kind of geological tombstone, a key marker for the end of the Cretaceous period. In addition to the iridium clay layer, scientists discovered so-called shocked quartz and microtectites in the same sedimentary rocks. Shocked quartz is a special form of the mineral that forms only under extreme, unimaginable pressure, typically associated with cosmic impacts. Microtectites, on the other hand, are tiny glass spheres. These particles are formed when a colossal impact literally vaporizes silicon-rich rocks, which then cool in the atmosphere and rain down to Earth. This is further irrefutable evidence of the impact. The presence of these geological clues paints a compelling picture of a catastrophic impact that generated monstrous temperatures and pressures, forever changing the face of our planet. The Chicxulub crater, hidden underground in Mexico, provides additional, and perhaps even primary, confirmation of this theory. This gigantic scar on the planet's surface, over 180 kilometers in diameter, is believed to be the very spot where the asteroid struck. Geological studies have revealed all the hallmarks of a massive impact, including a complex ring structure that could only have formed as a result of an incredibly powerful impact. Modeling allows us to imagine how these incredible creatures might have moved, hunted, and interacted with their environment, revealing new, previously unknown facets of their lives. The combination of traditional fossil research methods and innovative technologies allows paleontologists to continue unraveling the mysteries of dinosaurs. With each new discovery, the complex and dramatic history of these creatures continues to captivate our imagination. Identifying and classifying dinosaur fossils is a fascinating process that combines arduous fieldwork, meticulous laboratory analysis, and the experience and intuition of paleontologists. When researchers first discover a fossil, they meticulously document its location, the type of rock it's embedded in, and any surrounding finds made during the initial search. This fieldwork is crucial, as the geological context can provide invaluable information about the fossil's age and the environment the dinosaur inhabited millions of years ago. Once a fossil is removed from the ground, the next step is cleaning it and preparing it for detailed examination in the lab. Specimen preparation techniques, such as delicate surface cleaning with specialized brushes or tools, allow researchers to use advanced imaging technologies, such as X-rays, to reveal minute details without damaging the precious specimen itself. Computed tomography, CT scanning, is a powerful tool that allows researchers to peer inside fossils, visualizing their internal structure without the need for physical intervention. This non-invasive method helps paleontologists gain a deeper understanding of dinosaur anatomy. Classification is a key aspect of paleontology, based on comparing newly discovered fossils with previously known and described specimens. Paleontologists focus on identifying unique features, known as morphological traits, to distinguish one species from another. Details such as bone shape or specific dental characteristics allow scientists to compare fossils with published data on other dinosaur species. This helps them better understand the place of a new find in the vast evolutionary tree. In some cases, advances in molecular methods are opening up entirely new horizons for scientists in dinosaur classification, thanks to the incredible ability to extract and analyze proteins and even DNA fragments from fossils. This biochemical approach allows us to understand the relationships between different species at the genetic level, helping us better understand how dinosaurs were related to modern birds and reptiles. Our understanding of these ancient creatures deepens every year, opening new horizons for studying the history of life on our planet. The discovery of fossils provides a unique window into Earth's distant past, allowing us to glimpse times when life took on the most bizarre forms. These advances not only deepen our knowledge of ancient giants, but also shed light on general patterns of extinction and environmental change that are more relevant today than ever. The continued study of dinosaur fossils reminds us that the history of our planet is intimately intertwined with our present. This forces us to consider our own place in this grand, epic story of life on Earth. Dinosaurs possess a magnetic appeal that is vividly reflected in modern culture. Their images are everywhere, from Hollywood blockbusters and television shows to children's toys and video games. This prehistoric group of reptiles captures the imagination and wins the hearts of people of all ages. Dinosaurs have become a symbol of an era when true giants walked the planet, powerful creatures that inspired primal fear and simultaneously evoked a sense of awe at the mysteries of nature. Cinema has undoubtedly become the primary vehicle for this cultural phenomenon. Classic films like Jurassic Park have experienced a veritable renaissance, generating a continuing wave of interest that inspires new generations. Dinosaurs are often portrayed in the most grandiose and dramatic light in film, emphasizing not only their colossal size, but also their apparent ferocity and indomitable power. Modern computer graphics make it possible to bring these ancient creatures to life with frightening realism. Directors strive to create increasingly spectacular and captivating films that immerse audiences in the world of prehistoric jungles. Documentaries, in turn, are sparking a new wave of interest in paleontology. They combine rigorous scientific discoveries with engaging storytelling, making complex information accessible to everyone. These materials play a key role in maintaining interest in dinosaurs and making their world understandable even to the youngest viewers. But the world of dinosaurs isn't limited to screens and books. They've become an integral part of the toy industry and branding. Dinosaur figurines, clothing, and construction sets not only entertain children, but also serve as a powerful educational tool, stimulating interest in natural science and the history of our planet. Thanks to this fascination, many young people are discovering sciences such as paleontology, geology, and biology for the first time. All over the world, dinosaurs evoke awe and wonder, pushing us toward a deeper understanding of the world around us. This fascination also raises larger questions about extinction, evolution, and the fragility of life. In an age when we constantly talk about climate change and biodiversity loss, the story of the dinosaurs' demise sounds like a dire warning. By studying these ancient creatures, we reflect not only on Earth's past, but also on its future. Research not only on dinosaur physiology, but also on their behavior and ecology has allowed us to take a new look at feathered theropods. These studies have shattered the old, dull image of dinosaurs. Forget the slow, grey, scaly giants of old movies. New data paints a completely different picture, a world populated by vibrant, feathered animals that led complex social lives. Furthermore, extensive studies have been conducted on other archosaurs, including those that predated dinosaurs. These studies reveal the remarkable adaptations that led to their emergence. These ancient forms possessed unique skeletal structures and specialized metabolisms that allowed them to survive in a wide range of environments. Studies of their size, locomotion, and feeding habits reveal that evolutionary pressures such as climate change and fierce competition had a profound impact on how these species developed and adapted over millions of years. Research into dinosaur-related groups helps us gain a deeper understanding of the complex history of life on Earth. They highlight how evolution has been a field for countless experiments, leading to the incredible biodiversity we see today. By continuing to explore these connections, we uncover a broader picture of evolution, demonstrating how life processes have become increasingly complex over the course of eons. This inspires awe and sparks our curiosity about nature's great mysteries. Just a few decades ago, all paleontologists had were fossilized bones and their imaginations. But today, they have access to technologies they could only dream of before, and they've revolutionized our understanding of dinosaurs. Take, for example, computed tomography, or CT scanning. This non-invasive method allows scientists to literally peer inside a fossil without damaging it. This allows us to gain incredible insight into the structure of dinosaur bones, their growth patterns, and even what they might have looked like in life. Then, laser scanning and 3D modeling come into play, further expanding our ability to reconstruct dinosaur anatomy and the world they inhabited. Now, researchers can digitally reconstruct not only the animal, but also its entire environment, placing the dinosaur in its natural landscape. This allows us to see fossils in their geographic and ecological context, helping us understand how dinosaurs interacted with each other and with nature. By modeling these prehistoric environments, we gain valuable insights into their behavior, feeding habits, and even social structures. Another innovative achievement is the application of molecular biology methods. Imagine, scientists have learned to extract and analyze ancient proteins and even DNA fragments directly from fossilized remains tens of millions of years old. By piecing together this information, they are establishing evolutionary relationships between dinosaurs, modern birds, and reptiles.